to the front, don't.
Big H is definitely in the building.
Yeah.
Big E is definitely in the building.
What up, y'all?
Dante Little Rothstein is definitely in the building. I see you over there, Dre. Lil Dre is definitely in the building.
Dre Easy.
And I'm Soup. And welcome to Superstars of Sports. And before we start the show, we need three. No,
we need four. I think we need four, right? We need y'all, if you haven't already, to subscribe Superstars of Sports podcast on YouTube. Subscribe on Google Play, Spotify, all your streaming services.
Yes, sir.
You gotta like what we put up. Throw the likes up. Let us know you feeling what's going on. Definitely leave a comment so we can keep the dialogue going inside the comment section. And if you want to ask us questions for the next episode, throw your comments in there. And then share, y'all. Again, share. We appreciate everyone that shared last week's episode. Let's keep on hitting that share button. 3 seconds and on your socials. Again, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, underneath of the War Room Sports banner. We're going on Spin Wax Radio, hit live next week. So all your streaming services, you can find the Superstars of Sports. What'd you say, H?
It costs nothing to show love.
It costs nothing. So with that being said, today is Thursday, right? We film live for y'all. We come to y'all live every Thursday. And guess just what happens today was NBA trade deadline. And around 1:15, I get that Wolves bomb, right? Me and my man Ace have been talking since what, Friday?
Yeah.
When the rumors started hitting, I hit him up with the rumors Friday afternoon, you know what I'm saying? We was going back and forth. Today it finally happens. Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, shipped to Brooklyn, Paul Millsap, and some dude with a big beard is coming back to Philly, James Harden. I'm going to give a shout out to my man H. If you've been a faithful follower of our podcast, you see we've been arguing since day one. I was ready to trade Ben for whoever just to get Joe some help. H called it from the beginning and said, no, you got to hold him for a superstar. You got to go get Beal. You got to go get Dame, or you got to go get Harden. And he was holding fast to believe. So H, here's your flowers, son. Take it away.
Hey, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Listen, I'm happy. I'm ecstatic about this trade. I'm even more glad that we didn't give up Maxey and Thibault, because for a while I kept hearing was Maxey and Thibault going to be included in the package.
Right. I
got nervous because I'm not letting go of them two kids. I would have held down, had a bad season, and got James Harden at the end of the year.
Right.
But we didn't have to do none of that. We got rid of them. Now I think it's time for us to sit back and get ready for a championship run.
I got to, we gave Daryl Morey a lot of grief here for waiting so long, but you got to give up props when they're due. I think he held fast to his beliefs, right? I think he found the only team that had a player holding them for hostage like we did, right? Every other team in the league knew Ben wasn't going to play for us, so they weren't trying to give us the best players.
Right.
I've been trying to get Tyrese Halliburton from Sacramento since the beginning of the year. I told y'all the kid is nice. They ship him to Indiana for Sabonis, right? So you could tell that the thoughts around the league were these other teams weren't going to give us what we felt like Ben was worth, right, because they knew Ben wasn't going to play for us. Right. So they just thought that Morey would fold under pressure. He held on. Next thing you know, right, Durant gets hurt. Kyrie in and out of the lineup. Behind the scenes, Harden not happy. He's getting old. He wants to play for a championship team. So now he has Brooklyn hostage, right? So Morey pounces, gets his what we call the prodigal son, right? He made Harden the star that he is, and he said, look, Harden don't want to be there. Ben don't want to be here. We're not giving up the kids, right? I'm not giving you Tyrese.
No, we keep the babies.
I'm keeping the babies, and you can take Seth, and you can take Drummond. Those are pieces easily replaced, but I'm not giving you none of the kids because, like you said, Ace, I can get Harden at the end of the year. He already agreed not to sign the extension with you, so he was going to opt out of the contract at the end of the year, and we'll just find some way to trade Ben somewhere else at the all season to create the money to sign Harden straight up. So Brooklyn caved, gave him up, threw Paul Millsap back. I don't expect Millsap to get very much playing time, but it was never about Millsap. You now have a starting five of Maxey, Harden, Thibault, Harris, and then B going into the playoffs.
I'm with you. I wish Millsap can touch his old little self and we can get
the old Millsap. Right.
We be all right out here. But listen, man, I'm just so stuck for where I don't know what to say. Only thing, my biggest fear now is, what's the biggest problem now on the team?
No depth or health.
We're gonna get the depth and health. To me, it would be Doc Rivers.
Oh. So you want to jump in front of that train? You want to get to that
because I don't want it to come down to a situation where it's a minute and a half left. We're down 3.
And he run the play with
and you got 5 on taking a 3-point shot.
Right.
So now I think the only person that could F this up
is
Doc.
I'll tell you right now, from looking at the roster, and this is where I'm agreeing with you with Doc, there should never be an all-bench lineup on the floor ever again. When your 4 main cogs of Tyrese, of Harden, of Embiid and Harris, 2 of them got to be on the court at all times. Mm-hmm. So it's up to Doc and his, if he wants to call himself an elite coach, find out the way to get your rotations to where you're staggering those 4, right? Whether you want to keep, when you send Harden and Embiid to the bench, you keep Maxey and Harris in, so you got 2 scorers, or however you want to break them up. There should be no more all-bench squads. I don't want to see what I seen on Tuesday against Phoenix when the bench was Furkan Korkmaz, Thibault, Danny Green, Andre Drummond, and George Niang. Like, they wiped out a 14-point lead in like 2 minutes because no one on the second unit can score. So I don't think our team is finished yet. Right? I think we are now a buyout candidates option. All these veterans that's going to get bought out, we are now an attractive place to play because you have Harden and you have Embiid. And it just feels good as a Philadelphia fan to finally have a star actually want to come here. To Philly. Yeah. Harden actually wanted to come here. So we now have 2 top 10 players, top 12 players in the league.
Don't mean to cut you off. Do you think this opens the door for our future? Especially if, let's just say, it goes our way, we get to the chip.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about winning or losing. We get to the chip.
Yeah.
Does this expand our future with big name stars start saying, yo, I want to come holler at Philly?
Yeah, because they'll get to see what we look like. It happened to the Eagles after they won the bowl. Free agents, Eagles really kind of never had no problem getting stars. They just, it was just a weird way they would go about it. But in basketball, one player can make a huge difference because there's only 5 players on the court at one time, right? So my thing is, we're now an attractive place for the veterans that the Miamis and the Lakers and the they always get the veterans that get bought out. Now we are a legit contender. Now you want to come to the end of the season. I do think that we are an attractive place, but I don't think Tobias is going to be here after this year.
Now this is what I will say about that. I think Tobias plays better behind 2 stars.
Yeah.
So I think the rest of his season is going to be
right.
Good.
So Tobias has the remainder of the season in playoffs, no matter how we end up. If he has what we consider to be an adequate finish, we keep him?
I still think we get rid of him. So I think we get rid of him to gather a couple younger pieces that can extend the Harden and Embiid window. So because if you look at our contract already next year, Harden opted in, so we are guaranteed to have him next year already
for 47, right?
For 47.
Yeah.
If you look at it, the projected salary cap already is 121, I think, next year. We're already at 118 with Harden, Embiid, and Harris. Like, that's 3 players. So we're going to go over the tax. We're going to go over, we're going to go over the cap. We're going to pay the luxury tax. I think what you do is you could, if we don't win the chip this year, or say we just get to the Eastern Conference Finals and we don't win whatever, you look to move Tobias to one of them smaller teams, Oklahoma City, somewhere like that will take him and either get younger or free up money for another star. So a better wing defender.
I don't think he is a Ben Simmons. What are you willing to take and not take for Tobias?
I just want to get younger.
He's not a scrub.
He's not a scrub. I think Soupa is absolutely correct. I think he'll play better now as the third option because there shouldn't be an instance the rest of the year where Tobias gets double teamed. Right? There should not be an instance the rest of the year. And if you watch Tobias maybe the last week, and me and Tay was talking about it the last couple of games, he's turned the season around a little bit. He's gone back on track, and the main thing that I've noticed is he's playing tougher around the rim. He's going a little bit more harder to the basket. Pause for those that are into that kind of stuff. He's going a little bit more harder to the basket, and he's playing through contact. That's always been Harris's weakness, is trying to play through contact. He's too soft. Right? He gets around the ring and misses so many bunnies, so many easy layups that there's a reason why he's a career 18-point scorer a game and not the 25 that you think you're getting because he's so soft around the rim. Right. So now we're playing just one-on-one defense, and the defense keying on Embiid and Harden. If he keeps up this aggressiveness, I think he will be good. But I still would like to move him in the offseason to get younger and more athletic.
And that's why I say he looks so good when we had Jimmy Butler because you got a Batman, you got a Robin, and you got an Alfred.
Call that man Alfred.
He Alfred.
So, but what was Ben on that team?
Alfred's important.
What was Ben on that team then?
It was Robin.
Well,
no.
Joker. He was the Joker.
He was the Joker. He was the Joker.
How do you feel?
What
do you think? If Tobias, let's say we get to the finals, but we lose. I don't want to do. Let's say we get to the finals, and Tobias does better than he did the last couple of years in the playoffs.
Okay.
Would you consider keeping him? He already gave me his explanation. What you think?
I still got the same question you got. If you get rid of him, who do you get though?
Okay, that's.
I want to know what's out here trade value wise. Even going younger, we still need the same production.
Do we agree that on an average day he's a walking 16 and 6?
Oh hell yeah, he did all day.
He's 18-7. The problem is when you look at his skill set, he should be 24.
I get that.
Yeah, so,
I get that.
And those 6 points that he's missing on average is usually in the fourth quarter of close games.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not about technically. You know, you might not get one guy that's going to give you 20 and 7. But maybe you find that guy who's clutch in the fourth quarter.
And another thing too,
let Harden and Embiid get you to the fourth, and then he can finish.
But those numbers too, they're not good for Robin.
No, 16.
Not for Robin.
No. You're right.
Not today's league.
No.
Right.
They're not good for
Robin.
Robin.
Well, like you said, he's not asked to be a Robin now.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying his numbers are cool as they are, but they're not good enough for the team that we had. If that makes sense, what I'm saying.
But you know Harden, is the numbers good? Is 16 and 6 good?
Harden numbers higher than that. Hey,
no, I'm saying Tobias numbers with Harden and Embiid. So so he could be a formidable.
To me, we're a problem right now.
I just need to see him in the fourth quarter of a playoff game
before I make the decision.
But see, this is what I'm saying though. I don't really know if it's going to matter now. As long as he keep doing what he's doing, right? Yeah. We got two dudes that's Harden going to shoot the ball, guys.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot the ball.
They could both drop 30.
We got two dudes that can take over a game now.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like that's why we made it as far as we did in the playoffs when Jimmy was here, because Jimmy going to take that last shot. Right. And I feel like Harden's the same way.
So that relieves Tobias of any responsibility.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think in the half the season that we had Jimmy, what Jimmy had, like 4 game winners?
Yeah.
I think Jimmy had like 4 game winners.
There was 4 times with the last shot beside the game.
And I'm talking like 3-pointers. Like,
yeah, right. That step back corner, that elbow 3 to where his spot is at.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I think having Harden is going to take a lot of pressure off him. And I think sometimes people play better when they're not under pressure.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'm just again, like you know me. I look at the game so much as from an analytics standpoint, and just from a GM standpoint. I'm looking to extend this window. So the only way to extend this window, you're not going to move Harden, you're not going to move Embiid, right? Maxey and Thibault are still keeping your cap somewhat manageable. The only change that you can make if we don't get to where we need to get to is Tobias, and Tobias will get you something back. Even if the exact return for him is not good enough, even the money that you would free up to get some other players. Because to me, I still think we're short a wing player.
We short a lot to me still. So to me, we still short a lot.
So I think we're short a wing defender, like and a backup center and a wing defender. Because Maxey and Harden should always be on the floor at one point or another. So the point guard position is okay right now. I think we need a more athletic wing. Now maybe that helps when Shake comes back. I'm not a big fan of Shake.
Forget Shake.
Right,
but they could have gave Shake.
But the crazy thing is, Shake actually did more to help you win a playoff game than Ben Simmons did.
Yeah,
Shake won game 2 of the Hawks series last year when he dropped that 19
points. But when they started, he didn't do
minutes.
shit.
No, you're right. I get it. That's why I said maybe Shake.
I get it, but I don't like Shake.
But back to the pressure that I'm saying, I feel like when you came off, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like some dudes when they
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. To me, we need another like almost like a maybe not as good as Otto Porter, but somebody a better wing defender slasher.
Is it safe to say we don't have no business in the next 2 years? James gone.
Yeah, and I'll be fine with that because he'll be old enough. I'm happy he opted in, right? So we get a half the season this year, and we get a full season next year.
So
if they don't match, then he can go because Morey can go with them.
Are we mortgaging our future to get a chip?
No, we didn't have a future. Elton Brand already mortgaged our future when he gave Tobias all that money and let Jimmy walk. Because we were up against the cap. Our 3 stars were Ben, Tobias, and Joe.
Right.
And it didn't work. So all we did was we just switched money around. So what we did was we actually shortened the window. So instead of you saying we mortgage our future, we actually opened the window up. Because if this doesn't work with Harden and Embiid, we can get out of Harden's contract Next year.
So
this time next year we can trade him and then be out of his $47 million.
Right.
And we can still try to build around Joe again, assuming that Joe's still going to be the
So
Joe
what do we do if we capture the ring this year? We got a 32-year-old guy who wants to get $50 million for the rest of his career.
Well, he already opted in for 46 next year.
Right.
So we get the ring this year and we just enjoy the parade.
I got
There's no need to worry about what we do next year. You just enjoy the parade this year. Right? Moses Malone, right. You just enjoy it. You just enjoy it. Like, because at that point, he's old. They're, you know, if we get a ring this year, what is really Harden going to worry about anymore? He already stay in the club. He don't really take care of his body the way he should be like that. If he gets a ring...
Whoa.
What?
We just got the guy. You're not going to
sit there I'm happy, but I ain't going to ignore...
Listen, when are we as a group going to invest in a strip club? Because we know he's going.
Oh, I mean, you know what
I'm saying? Because we might as well get together and buy Delilah's or something.
It's crazy. So I was listening to the radio. They were talking about how the Wells Fargo Center is going to be like 2001 again.
It's AI back in the city.
But you know who's coming. AI going to be there every night. You know Gucci going to be in the front row. You know Lil Baby going to be there.
Popping up.
Lil Baby going to be there.
Lil
Gucci
Durk
going to be there.
Pop up.
Durk, like, they all going to be there. You know Meek going to be there because Meek and Hard, like...
The city about to be goofy.
It's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. Hey, let's go to Fridays on City Line again. And let's get that popping. It's about, it's going to be that type of atmosphere now. Yeah. So, and again, it feels good because it's finally
get a lot of revenue for the city. Yo.
Finally, a star. That's the biggest thing I'm still on. Like whether it works out or not, the fact that a star said, send me to Philly. Like that's where I want to go.
You asked me earlier how I felt about it. The feeling that I have right now is the same feeling I had when we got T.O.
Yeah, because a star wanted to come here.
And you feel like a chip is coming.
I'm not going to say a chip is coming, but I kind of feel like I like the idea of your city just being respected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like with the lineup that we had, we were good, but I feel like like all over ESPN and all those stations today, everything was championship talk now.
Yeah.
Just by acquiring one dude.
Yeah. And you got rid of a problem and you brought in a dude that can bring you championship. Because there's no longer clown talk. Like, what's this mental health dude going to do on the sidelines? None of that. Like, Philly fans getting a bad rep. He don't want to play in front of Philly, blah, blah, blah. Now you got a guy who's a top 10, 12 player in the league saying, send me there.
Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that somebody want to play with that. They want to play with Embiid. I like that.
Right.
Feeling they can win with him. I feel good about it.
So how far do you think this takes us, H?
Listen, I don't want to jinx nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm just going to say we're going to get to the finals.
We get into the final?
Yeah, we get to the finals.
Who's our biggest competition in the final to you?
You know, E, I had that question for you. I've been asking a couple of dudes at my job this all day, man. You know, I think Chicago and Cleveland are Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
They're not real.
Yeah.
I think Milwaukee is obviously Milwaukee, and at any given time they could turn it up. But we got to also remember they was a half a step away from not being there.
Right.
So I don't know how, you know. But I'm going to say it like this. It's us, it's Milwaukee, and it's Miami that I respect. I'm not respecting New Jersey. I think New Jersey about to have the biggest collapse they ever went for. And if I have it my way, the light-skinned motherfucker never does good in life. So, I think it may not be a cakewalk.
He going to New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot that they I'm so old school. They in Jersey next to me.
Yeah.
Because they still in New Jersey, right?
No,
shit.
The Barclays is
literally. You're right. That was dumb. I'm high. But I think we're gonna go to the chip. I don't see no threat besides Miami and Milwaukee. The real threat is Milwaukee.
For sure. I think Milwaukee, I agree with Milwaukee and Miami, and then depending on what the state of New York does with the vaccination status, if Kyrie does come, and if KD gets healthy, it's one of those four. It's really just whoever's hot at that moment.
That's it.
And who goes.
Now I want to switch gears because in the back of my mind, I'm still a little agreeing with what you said a few weeks ago where you didn't want him to go there. So how you feel now?
It's still the same. He's playing with KD now. You know KD is about his business. If he ends up start shooting the ball and he playing real, it's going to be scary.
But what your man going to do when KD yell at him?
No, he ain't my man no more.
No. True light skin nigga. We switched fast.
Yo, all his Ben Simmons shit went in the trash, cuz.
Yeah, I mean,
if Kyrie gets vaccinated, you still have to look. They're deep. Adding Curry, Drummond, they got LaMarcus as back. Don't know about Griffin.
Just said Drummond. I like Drummond.
Yeah, I want to keep Drummond. I didn't want to give up Drummond. It's Kyrie. It's Kyrie, It's KD. They don't. It's like they don't really need Ben to score now. They just need him for the defense. It's more. It's more.
Because we needed Ben to score.
Of KD not scoring. KD's not playing. He's not guarding the best man no more. You know what I'm saying? He's not guarding Giannis.
What was the problem we had Ben? What would they do?
It'd be a 4-on-5, but they don't have Embiid. They don't have a dominant center. They have a small forward who can play the 1 through 5.
So when the defender lags off of your man Simmons and doubles
I don't
KD,
think he's going to be touching the ball like that. I think they're going to be like, look, you're going to be in the box, not moving, maybe setting screens for Irvin off the roll, maybe Curry, Patty, and you going to play and you going to guard the best man. All right. Don't worry about the scoring. Irvin can give you 30, KD can give you 40, 30, Curry can give you 15. I just think that would be the smart decision for Brooklyn.
So you think that this helps that team then? This move helped them too?
I think both teams are winning. I do think they get a little edge because I would have want Patty Mills back in the return for Curry. But I mean, it's people are looking at it like, oh, the Nets won the trade, but people are not understanding Simmons didn't want to play here. So it's like, how did they win the trade if he didn't want to play in Philly? And people were saying, oh, well, no star wants to play for us. You're not going to get a star traded, but we landed Harden. So I'm still iffy.
Millsap.
So I just think we just need to hit the buyout heavy. I do like Gary Harris out of Magic. 15 a game, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's having a career high. A shooting guard. I think he's having a career high 3-pointer.
Yeah.
And then we need a big.
I'm more concerned with the big when Embiid taking a break.
Yeah,
that's what I'm concerned. Yeah. I didn't like Drummond though. I didn't like him. I didn't like him.
I like him. I just
he missed too many. He missed two dunks. He missed 2 dunks in the game.
The White Howard. He was doing a little crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Drummond was born at the wrong time.
Well, so
Drummond's
thing is
he's a 90s basketball player.
Drummond has that thing where he has some skill sets for 7-footer, but he overplays his skill set.
He thinks
the passing that he tries kills me because he swears he's throwing nothing but no look passes. But everybody knows where the ball is going.
It's slow.
And he's slow, right? Yeah, but if he stick to the basic, which is why he was never a good starting center, or why the teams he was on were never good, is because if you look at raw numbers, like, oh my God, look at the amount of rebounds and so on and so forth. But the amount of dumb plays that he makes counteracts the 12 rebounds that he grabs. Like the game that I was at when we played the Clippers, when we had the 20-some point lead, he was like the cause of 4 straight turnovers between just bad passes and, like you said, missed easy layups. And you're looking like, what are you even out here doing?
See, I think he's a modern day Anthony Mason, just the wrong era.
I mean, it could be. He serves his purpose. Sometimes he gets too full of himself.
Yeah.
Right. If he would learn to contain himself into the small box where he could succeed, then he's something. Right. But Joe always ate him up when he was in Detroit, so I'm not worried about him stopping. It does give Brooklyn 6 more fouls to throw at Joe, but I don't think we're done. I think we are a buyout destination. Yeah. You know, we're going to get, I think, another 2, because we actually have 1 open roster spot because we traded Seth and Ben and Drummond and only got 2 players back. So we have an open spot on the roster. So the first buyout candidate, we don't even have to get rid of nobody. And then we have a couple people at the back of the bench like Charlie Brown.
Why didn't want the light-skinned cousin Danny Green?
You see them play, right? No one wants Danny Green.
We don't want this motherfucker.
I mean, but I don't know. I think Doc likes him because of the veteran presence.
I ain't going front though, cuz I just feel like you just never know. And I hate to keep saying it, you just never know how people want to play with other stars on the floor.
Yeah.
The pressure is going. I'm telling y'all, like, I've seen it 1,000,001 times. I just kind of feel like a lot of dudes that was good on that Chicago Bulls team, right? How good would they have been if Scotty wasn't there or Mike wasn't there when you got to make that 3?
Right, no, they were good. Because the only one that had a successful career when they left was Steve Kerr. But that's because he went to San Antonio and played with Duncan.
You remember going with this? Like,
we had Tony Kukoc to a while.
Without Harden, you got a Tobias Harris that's really a 3rd option that you're using as a 2 option, and now all these shots that I take, they gotta count. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It's a different type of feeling when you pulling up, and I gotta make it versus I got Harden out here, I got Harris out here, and I got Embiid out here. All right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it tonight. You know what I'm saying? I can let it go. Yeah. It's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Really
I think Seth is still a leader inside the locker room, right? He's the only one inside the locker room that has any championship. Danny, my bad, Danny. He's still a veteran leader inside the locker room. He's the one that has 2 or 3 championship rings. he still plays the voice, and I think Doc depends on him to when the coaches need to get a point across, but they don't want to come from the coaches. Mm-hmm. I think Danny's the one to take them there. So I mean, of course, I want to get rid of him because I've never seen a 3-point specialist who can't hit the three. But
but he got to be in his corner.
Oh, but that's it. That's a horrible part, though. Like if he's not in the corner, he's worthless. He can't guard anybody anymore, right? So it's if Matisse can just somehow get his 3-point percentage up to like 35%, he would be fine. Yeah. But the fact he shoot like 27% from three, you're like, just come on, Matisse. Give me something, because I don't want to see Danny Green at the scorer's table ready to check in because we know you can't score.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I mean, but Dante said a good point about Brooklyn, though. Like, they're not dependent on Ben to score. And the floor is going to be spaced out because Kyrie and Durant are perimeter players. So, yeah, Kevin Durant's been getting doubled all his life. So, sending the double team to Durant, who is a guard in a center's body, is not really going to be a problem. And we all see what Kyrie can do with the Rock. So, the offensive end may not affect him as much as it did us because we needed him to shoot. Because we didn't have anybody else after Embiid. Because he was like you call him, he was Robin. Mm-hmm. Ben had to be Robin, and he wasn't playing like Robin. So now with Brooklyn, all that's out the window. So I can see Dante's point of how it still makes Brooklyn scary if they're all playing and they're all healthy.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the biggest question about everybody being healthy.
Yeah, and for us too, we got hope that Harden's hamstring is good. So
when does everything think something wrong with his hamstring?
I mean, I don't know if it's as bad as it now because I think he wanted to rule himself out so he would get traded. He won't get. But there's the same hamstring that kept him out of the playoffs last year. He's 32 now. He played a lot of basketball, so I'm sure the hamstring might be some sort of an issue. I just want him to get to the playoffs and be healthy in the playoffs. The same thing as Embiid. So with that being said, we play Friday night against Oklahoma City, right? And then we play Saturday. I think we play back to back. And do y'all think Harden comes back for those games, or do you think he waits till after the All-Star break?
I think Harden gonna play
Saturday.
I think he's gonna play the first game.
You think he's playing Friday? You think he play tomorrow?
I don't think nothing wrong with it.
You think he play tomorrow? You think it's gonna be Triple H to come up out the wheelchair?
I don't think nothing wrong with this boy.
I think he plays at Boston on Tuesday.
So I'm thinking. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'm thinking he's coming after the All-Star break.
I mean, that's what I would do if he really hurt. If he not hurt, if he played before what you just said, he ain't hurt.
He wasn't hurt the whole time. Right?
I don't think he was.
I think he's preserving his body.
Okay. You know
what I'm saying?
Talk about preserving. We say this talk for the next time. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Right? Oh yeah.
Football season got us through the beginning of our podcast. Besides the Bitch Simmons talk, right? He's no longer Ben. He's Bitch Simmons or number 25 in your playbook. But we're coming up on the Super Bowl. What are y'all more excited for? The halftime show or the actual game?
I want to see Dre in them, yo. I hate to say it. I really want to see Dre in them, yo.
Right.
Like, I don't give a damn about the Super Bowl.
The problem is how much of it is going to be bleeped out, right? You got Snoop up there, you got M up there, you got Kendrick up there. The only thing you're going to hear is Mary. You got to watch out for Aunt Monet, too.
Aunt Monet.
Come on, Zeke.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But I ain't going. I'm looking forward to the game too.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't bother me if the underdog really take this one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't bother me at all.
So I'm rooting for Cincinnati because I feel like, for the simple fact, their fans are much like us Eagles fans.
Yeah, I mean Eagles fans,
struggle for so long. So I just want to see them. They deserve it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they are a crazy fan base in a good way. They love their team. They've never been as good. Give them the chip. I just don't feel. I don't ever feel like LA teams ever deserve the championship because they don't go through shit. They can just like, we're LA and we just get the best players and that's how they get the championship.
And I kind of feel like that's what happened this year because you look at all these all them crazy free agents they had. Cause I'm like,
you ain't get out the mud.
Y'all supposed to be here. That's how I look at it. Like y'all supposed to be here.
Y'all shouldn't even been the 4th seed.
Yeah, y'all supposed to be here.
Yeah. So I do think the Rams are going to win, but I'm rooting for Cincinnati. What you said?
Rams.
You think the Rams are going to win? Are you rooting for Cincinnati or are you rooting for the Rams?
Rooting for the Rams.
You're rooting for the Rams. Who you want to see get a ring there? Beckham,
Cup, Stafford.
Oh, Cup is your boy. I forgot Cooper Cup carried your fantasy teams all year.
Mini Jordy Nelson.
Mini Jordy Nelson.
But I'm going to tell you something, though. If the Rams win, I'm not going to be mad, though.
Yeah, I really want to see a good game.
Yeah, I'm not going to be mad.
They beat the Bucks.
I feel you on that.
I just think some players deserve it.
Yeah, Cool Joe deserves it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I get that, but I'm talking about, like, all them years with Stafford and Calvin Johnson couldn't really get out the
That's the reason why his ass shouldn't get that. Now they want to blame it on Detroit. No, I think it was Stafford the whole time, man.
So it wasn't the defense, it was Stafford. That's why they couldn't get out.
It was never Detroit, it was Stafford. That's why they couldn't win with Calvin Johnson.
Damn.
I'm going there. I'm hating.
I feel you. I mean, you're a Bucks fan.
I'm a Bucks fan. They whooped out.
Not only did they end the Bucks season, they ended Brady's. Damn. Now Gronk gonna hang it up too.
No, Gronk talking about he want to play at Cincinnati.
No, I'm retired.
No.
No, I'm playing
you. He said he want to play with Joe Burrow.
What do Joe Burrow look like? The next who?
I mean, you ain't wrong.
He is not the next.
But you wasn't a Brady fan, or you was a Bucks fan, right?
I'm a Bucks fan.
I know it hurt because y'all was riding high when it was 2 years.
Listen, I had my fun, baby. I had that girl for 2 years. I did everything I wanted to do with that girl, man.
You had the best Joel on the prime, right?
There's nothing the next man gonna do with it that I ain't do with it.
That's right.
That's how I feel with that joke.
I don't know why people keep saying.
You want James back?
Next break.
Nah.
You don't want James back? Who you want? Who you want to go get?
I like to.
You want Jimmy G? What did Jimmy G do down there?
My wet dream is Russell, but I put a play in for Derek Carr.
Okay. And you think Josh McDaniels is going to start all over with a young quarterback?
No, I don't think he would. But that's just it's a pipe dream.
I really think that's the only reason why Josh McDaniels left New England to go there, because at least he knew he had Derek Carr to work with.
Right. Because before that, there was rumors that he might have been out of there. So I don't.
Right.
I'm scared.
I think when Gruden was still there, I think the rumors was that Carr was getting out of there.
I could fucking end up with Mariota, man. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
I think y'all going to get Jimmy G, to be honest with you.
I actually heard that him going to Cleveland is a little bit more realistic, but
where Baker going to go? Is Baker on the contract?
Yeah. Did they give him another year?
Well, they exercised the 5th-year option, but they didn't give him the extension.
Okay, well then fuck him. Jimmy G might get it done.
I think Jimmy G.
I don't want Jimmy G goes anywhere but my team.
I think Jimmy G's going to the Raiders.
So we getting Derek
with McDaniels? No. I think Derek might go to Pittsburgh. Y'all are going to do some dirty stuff. I think y'all are going to get Teddy Bridgewater and have him battle out with that.
Yeah, yo, I've been reading, my little Bucks fan group on Facebook.
Oh, we're back on the Bucks fan.
And somebody mentioned this Bridgewater situation.
Y'all are a lot of people up for contracts.
Hey, listen, I even heard a bad rumor that gave me a little nightmare. They're talking about Chris Godwin signing with y'all.
I mean,
he
went to college at Penn State. Why not bring him in?
Yeah.
That's all we need. Y'all like boy, he hot though.
I'll be a little worried about him because when did he tear his ACL?
Week 12.
Right. So
late in the season.
He won't be ready till mid-season.
I mean, you could do what the boy Akers did, 9 months in them back players.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, he showed me that he's a hard worker, so I think that everything in him that he will dedicate himself and get himself back.
I just like my wide receivers with both their ACLs. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
We have nightmares at the wide receiver position.
I just think that him on one ACL is better than any receiver you got.
I mean,
including Devontae. He's better than Devontae.
Relax.
He's better than Devontae.
You're still on that Brady eye. I understand.
He was better than Devontae before Brady. He had some good numbers before Brady, but we'll leave that alone for another time. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see the Eagles go to Juju. I would love the Eagles.
You want Juju?
I would like Juju.
Juju suck. AB said it best.
Because once Russell Wilson comes to the team, I think him and Juju will be.
What AB say about that boy? I listen to AB.
Now you want back on the. Oh, so since he popped up with Yeezus, now you back on the team, right?
Anybody that roll with Yeezus and with Madonna and Floyd Mayweather at the same time, like, why am I going to listen to this boy?
He living like a good life right now.
This boy winning, man.
That boy crazy.
That boy winning,
about
man.
to all come spiraling out of control.
That boy winning, man. Next thing you know, he might hang it up soup like Kurt Cobain.
Didn't he just get named like head of Yeezus Sports or some shit?
Listen, I can see that.
Listen, didn't Yeezus just give Beans 50 mil? So you know it's a bag.
I don't think he gave Beans 50 mil. He talked all that shit on the podcast, but I think Bean was like, I don't want no money for that.
You think he took some money for that though.
Yo, because his outfits changed instantly. On Instagram, he
started wearing tight jeans.
Listen, his jeans got tight. He went from baggy as hell to, and he didn't look right because you know you're a little heavy set.
Yeah.
You and Bobby Smurder. We gotta talk.
Oh man. So Bobby Smurder now on that. Well, didn't he say a couple weeks ago he's addicted to sex, right? So if you switching it to Bobby Smurder, you know what Monday is. Monday is Valentine's Day. What you got, Loverboy Soup? What you got going on?
I'm going to Atlantic City with my wife.
Okay,
we staying at the Harris.
So let me ask y'all something. Y'all ever deal with a female who thinks that Valentine's Day is just about them and don't really give a fuck about you and the split side?
That's 90% of women.
But I think Valentine's is really about them because men don't really care about that.
No, that's not true.
I mean,
so the holiday. So Pete, this is what I'm saying. The holiday is about wooing her, but it shouldn't be one-sided. Like it's a celebration of the relationship, not the celebration that I got a woman. Right? That's a little bit different.
So as a man, you don't deserve to be pampered, guys?
Right. You don't deserve that?
I just don't think that I'm reserving that for Valentine's Day.
So when you reserving that for every day?
I mean, my wife cook me for
right.
But I mean, of course, I don't want to hear that.
You love your wife every day?
Right.
No. When I say like Valentine's Day is like that's the specific day that they want a gift from us.
Right, and I'm cool with that, but it should be reciprocated. There's a lot of women.
No, they think the best gift is giving some pussy up. Let me tell y'all something now.
Okay.
Stop giving up yams. So that's a Valentine's gift.
So first we went from being every day to now. Okay.
No, because a lot of do a lot of women not think.
Talk your shit.
A lot of men gonna agree with me. A lot of women think because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna give some yams up.
Yeah.
Well, you supposed to be doing that every other day.
I agree with you.
So why is it? What's special about these yams on the 14th? Are you squirting diamonds today? Because other than that, like. You supposed to be topping me and all that other stuff on the regular. So what do you do? But I'm going extra hard. I done bought you a tennis bracelet. I done bought you some a Fendi bag. I done took you to Morton Steakhouse and got you all this. And all you did was give me. No, I'm just saying real.
I mean, I was with you up until a point. Like, I was riding with you.
All men gonna agree with me. Listen.
No, I do agree with you.
I know y'all ain't gonna say it.
No.
In my house, I hold my shit down.
I agree.
It's like, no, baby.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
No, man.
You just went a little too
far. I'm tired of men like him caping from the other side.
No, I'm Steve Harvey right
now. No, he caping from the other side. He acting like a sip a little bit.
But that's what I brought up.
I'm definitely
through the years, you talk to women and they're like, no, it's about
Valentine's Day about my baby.
It's a celebration of the relationship. It ain't a celebration that
all right, we can go with that one.
That's what I'm saying. So it should be. It shouldn't be just the box as the gift.
Yeah.
The woman should be catering to you at the same time.
Different tonight.
Right. You might throw a little something different over that I bought you.
You might spray some little Gucci perfume. Like you said, I just bought you that joint.
Right. I just bought you that.
So now the box smell extra right.
But the women that think they should be the only ones spoiled on the holiday, that's what I have a problem with. Because should be a celebration of our relationship, whether we're boyfriend, girlfriend, whether we married, whatever it may be. We should be spoiling each other.
I'll take it a little further. Mother's Day, we get diamonds and all that. Father's Day, you get a drill. Bro, a toolbox.
You don't even see a fucking Father's Day commercial.
They don't respect us.
As soon
our love.
It might depend on how your crib is.
No, my crib is fine. You're not gonna bring that up.
Oh, no. Tell us what you know.
Your crib destruction.
No, it really is.
No, you're not gonna act like his crib.
On Father's Day, I get rose petals at my feet. Like I'm a princess.
Well, you're a freak boy anyway, so you know.
I'm like the Princess of Moon on Father's Day.
Come on, man.
Real rap.
Come on. I mean, I can take care of Father's Day too.
I get taken care of, but I ain't getting no rose petals.
Right. I don't even know about one rose petals, to be honest with you.
It is my 41st birthday. Maybe I should rock my own ass. All that type of
But seriously, there's a lot of women that think in a relationship for Valentine's Day, it should be just about them.
About them.
I'm not going further. I don't have a problem with that for Valentine's Day, though. I just don't. I just think that holidays for
chicks. But where's your worth at, King?
I get it all the time. That's what I'm saying.
But so does your woman, right? So is your woman. She gets it all the time.
I'm not going to front. I'll give you a good example.
I give my wife that love every day.
Right.
See, me, I ain't going to hold you like I don't.
Well, that's personal.
No, I've seen you in real life. You love your wife unconditionally all the time.
No, I do, but I'm just saying.
You might go above and beyond for that day, and that's what you're supposed to do.
The man just spent $3,000 downtown for $100.
I know. I wasn't trying to put him out there like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Man, with downtown with the loss and all that.
What I'm saying is, I know you.
The man just went hard. Why he gotta do it again 5 days later?
Well, no. I'm not siding that.
I'm siding. My wife's birthday is 4 days after Valentine's.
I told you.
Should I go broke for this week?
Yeah, nigga. Chrissy, I would.
But she
broke every week.
She should flip the script and go broke for you at the same time. That's the point I'm trying to make. If we in a relationship,
now if you feel it's one sided, then that's a different issue. Then.
But that's some women's point of view that even though it's Valentine's Day, I don't have to go above and beyond this day. You better be spoiling me. You better take me out to eat, take me to the mall, take me to wherever
to get the same.
And I don't do nothing in return for you. Like,
but the same
or maybe I'll give you a card or something. No, you should be thinking of ways to make me feel special because we in this relationship together. So this is a celebration of our love, not the love that I have for you. It's a celebration of our love. Yeah, we're gonna do shit on a random Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna pop off to New York for a day. But on this day, I should be trying to make the day extra special for you, and you should be trying to make the day extra special for me. It's not just about you. Mother's Day, all about you. Birthday, all about you. You know, all those some other holidays, all about you. But on Valentine's Day, it's a celebration of love. I don't just love you and you don't love me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just me personally. I just don't care because I just feel like it's for a bro.
Okay, so I don't.
That's really what it is. It's like my personal. I don't care.
So it's not about
the way you feel is valid though.
It's not about the care. I don't want no petals thrown at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but you're not gonna just act like it's Monday for you. But I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because we in this together.
If you don't jump out the window, it's gonna be a problem.
Right. Like at least
it's gonna be a problem.
Even if it's on the strength where it's like, you know, everyone don't always have everything, right? Even if it's on the strength of on that day, she cooked my favorite meal. Because you know it's Valentine's Day, I'm gonna make it for this. I don't usually.
Yeah, you don't get your favorite meal cooked.
I do because I'm trying to say, like, let's just maybe not on a regular Tuesday. You came home from work.
Well, at least once a month.
Of course I do.
See, this is against super religion. He shouldn't even be celebrating this little holiday anyway.
Like, I don't even believe in Jesus.
You just putting all super business out of the street,
He shouldn't be celebrating on holidays, brother. It's like,
no, but on the road though, guys, everything you saying is valid.
Yeah.
It's just that me personally, if I don't get nothing on that day, it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. It just don't bother me.
So if you don't,
but it's not it's not even about the gift.
If you don't do something for Mindy that day, it's gonna bother your conscience because you do it. You just did it last weekend. What can you do to top off last weekend plan? Like, what you gonna do different?
But between me and you, I ain't want to expose this, whatever. But she paying for us to go to AC.
Oh, well,
that's what I'm saying.
So now you on our side.
She about to smart you up. Yeah, she about to smart you up.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what me and E said.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying.
That's a fair exchange. So I ain't got to say
that's all about the love.
Yeah,
because it's a celebration of the relationship.
Thank you.
But if she didn't, though, it wouldn't have been a problem.
You better stop freaking for the.
But if she didn't, you wouldn't have went hard.
No, I would have.
No, because I was went hard last week. Man.
But you would. So the male ego, we might not want something, right? We not want you do your stuff on the side. So you don't want no carpentry tools, none of that stuff. But you want to be acknowledged on that day, right? You want to. It
really wouldn't bother me. I'm telling you.
That's
my hand of God. My hand of God. That wouldn't bother me. I'm telling y'all. I really think Valentine's is really for women. Because you ever notice, even in commercials, you really see stuff for us.
No, it is.
That's how society has given it to. But it's
women.
supposed to be a celebration of love.
But why is
love ain't one-sided?
Man, I'm on the side about the gifts, man. Fuck all that. Why would we exchange the gifts? She want to give you the same old tired box.
But you might have to give her a wish list.
No, I don't want no wish list. You want me to come up every year? You want me to come up with?
I need you to clear out one thing.
Not tired, but
tell the camera that your wife box not tired.
No.
Clear something up, bro.
I ain't telling my wife.
Okay, all right.
No, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
My whole point
is help you out.
No, she already knows. She
know.
What I'm trying to say is, we go out of the way to plan. We're gonna go to Poconos or to a cabin. I'm gonna take you here. I'm gonna take you there. They don't put one thought into getting you. Most of them.
Right.
Because a lot of women who are married for a long time become complacent, right? Okay. They accuse us of, you don't hug me like you did when you first met me. Yeah. Or you don't talk. All right, well, what you doing? As soon as I got married, you start acting goofy.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, that's my... Don't look at me like that, cuz. I'm listening to you. No, like you judge me.
I thought this was the conversation. I thought this was the conversation we were going to get last week.
No,
I'm a newlywed, so I'm listening.
No, so am I. You a little bit longer than me.
No, I'm still a honeymoon.
So am I. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, man. Like, they put way more effort into us getting them something than they do giving us something. Like, are you special? You get your AC. I'm not saying I don't get enough for my wife or nothing like that. But I'm saying
you're very romantic and thoughtful.
No, but I'm saying the thought they go
sweet on the low.
No, you're romantic.
No, the thought.
You have Latin. He romantic.
The thought that comes behind for a gift for a woman is different than what we do. We go extra hard, and they feel like they can go 30%, and they should be good enough because, like he said, it's for us. Valentine's Day is for women. That's what they really
think. Valentine's for them, yo.
I'm like him. It's for love. It didn't say it's for love, man. Yeah. Because if not,
I ain't never heard. people come to the barbershop and was like, yeah, fuck my wife. She ain't bought me nothing for Valentine's Day.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
That's my man, though.
But I ain't gonna say. I ain't copping out for that. You're not gonna get me into that.
You cried about it in the car?
No, I never cried. I never cried in the car.
But I bet you where he is talking about too. That other house.
What other house?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
The dude that didn't come to the barbershop and say, yo, my wife didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. He might not be talking about it in front of men in the shop. But you know who he is talking about on February 15th.
And
that's why he got a February 15th.
That's why he got a February 15th.
I just don't know. I'm just saying. I just never really met nobody that really...
No, because again,
or maybe like you said, they wasn't transparent with me about it.
But because again,
I just feel like it's fun.
Like my thought process though was never about the actual gift. It's about the thought that went into the day. That's where I'm at with it. That they should be as thoughtful on the day as we are, because it's supposed to be a celebration of us together. Yes, we're gonna go extra hard.
Between us, even with the AC move, like my wife, it was her idea. We doing it, but that's really still for her.
Of course, no, it's for you now. She got it.
She's taking care of you.
No, I'm gonna tell you why though.
You ain't pay for it.
No, it's not just that. I really could be home.
No, but you ain't pay for it, and she give you an escape.
No.
Because
you got to think though. It's not. You're not sending me nowhere.
Are you working?
No.
You get to relax.
I would do the same thing.
Did you have to worry about swiping your credit card for that weekend?
All of that applies right here, though.
No. But she put thought into the day because she loves her husband. And she wants to appreciate her love.
But my point still is, she booked that on Valentine's Day because I still feel like that's something that she wanted to do.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm saying?
No, but she respects the love. She don't respect.
Yeah, she respects the love.
She respects the love. She ain't looking at it for her trip. This is for y'all.
It's for y'all. She's doing it for y'all.
How about this?
It's for y'all, okay?
If it was Valentine's Day, send all us to the Super Bowl.
No, that's for us, though.
That's what I'm saying.
No, she did it for y'all.
Do you get what I'm saying?
She'll send y'all to the Super Bowl.
All right, then.
Because that's for y'all.
All right, then.
But she didn't have it this year. She said she was
No, I'm just saying, as far as like, even within the gifts, I kind of feel like when y'all talking about the box, it's like it still revolves around it being for the woman. It's not for us. That's why. That's
and I'm with E. It shouldn't be. It should be for both of us.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, like most men, it could be. What men you know ever had a nice watch on? Like, damn, that's nice. Oh, yeah, my wife got this for me for Valentine's. You never hear that shit.
Last year.
Your wife got you a watch for Valentine's.
Got me a whole not a watch. Got me the new pair of sneakers that came out, outfit that match it, all that other shit.
See, me personally, I've never really.
What you get last year for Valentine's Day?
I don't even remember. That's what I'm saying.
See? But what you get your wife? I bet you remember. What you get your wife?
I don't even remember.
He lying.
He
lying with the camera.
I call it down here and we can ask her what
No, you gonna ask me. I know she know.
Well, we exchange gifts a whole lot, but my whole thing is what I'm saying is I kind of feel like it's just a chick.
So the activity.
So they're calling her day.
I mean, they did. It wouldn't bother me, cuz I ain't gonna hold.
So again, it's not about the. To me, like I think we got away from the point. Like yes. It is about the women, right? Because as men, we are trained to satisfy them and make them feel loved and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it could be 70-30, or it could be 60-40, all about the woman. But there shouldn't just be no effort.
What day we get as men? What day we get?
Man, listen. In my house, I make it Sundays. Like I don't know when football season's on. Sundays is all about me.
So when football season's over, what day you get?
I don't even know, but I don't even care because the way I make Sundays on those 3.5 months, I'm willing to sacrifice all the other days.
Yeah, I mean, y'all.
Because on Sundays, she knows not to like.
I'm gonna get us a lot of thought.
If we do anything, if we gotta do anything on Sunday, it's gonna be super early in the morning. But she don't even bother me with that because she knows as soon as it's goal time on Sunday.
11 o'clock, you home, you locked
11 a.m. It's fantasy football on TV, all that, and he'll tell you the truth. What happened on Sunday? Well, shit, what happened to you when you was a kid? The kids don't even bother me on Sundays.
That's what I'm saying. We get subjected to be satisfied with having a peaceful Sunday.
We're simple creatures.
No, fuck all that. Okay. We are simple creatures, we cavemen. I'm going at y'all women today, I don't care. Oh, so, it is what it is. I don't need that. Yeah. We get subjected to...
I don't care how I look about it.
We get stuck with having a good Sunday. You're not being bothered. I'm going to make you a steak. Meanwhile, we out here, we planning the 5-star restaurants, we getting the outfit, the shoes to match her shit so we can be fly, taking her out, lacing her. it's like, when do we get our turn? And I'm not saying I don't get no turn, so ladies, don't sit there and say, oh, this nigga ain't got no good one. No, I got a good woman. But I'm like, it's too much emphasis on the women all the time. They don't reciprocate.
I think that's the world.
Y'all don't reciprocate, though.
That's the world.
No, that's America. Because over in Saudi Arabia, it's different.
It's the world because, hey, you gotta think about it, because everything that goes on is like
Saudi Arabia is different.
Hey,
that's all I'm gonna say. Over there,
Hey, my man, but just know that we don't share the same views.
I'm just saying. I'm slide like them and all that. Y'all know what it is. I got plenty of Muslim boys I'm good with. Got 4 wives for this reason. Because A didn't know how to show me no love on Valentine's Day.
With that being said,
baby, I love you, baby. I'll be home shortly.
We'll revisit this if you're not canceled.
With that being said, once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. Superstars of Sports on YouTube.
I love our 2 years of marriage. It's been great.
So you gonna buy something for her birthday and for Valentine's Day?
Babe, after this thing,
hey, rate, like, comment, subscribe. Rate, like, comment, subscribe.
Pray for my marriage, y'all.
Spotify, Google Play, Spin Wax Radio, Superstars of Sports.
I'm about to ask cuz White where my plate of food at. See if I get any
like, comment, share, subscribe.